one follow-up. The student athletes here, Gabe DeVoe and Marquise Reed. Requesting a stat sheet if we have one for him. And we will start with an opening statement from Coach Brad Brownell.
Obviously, just so proud of my team to play as well as we did on this stage. You know, not surprising because we've played well here lately, and we have good players. These guys have really done an unbelievable job all year of buying into what we're trying to do, and I just thought our focus and preparation the week leading into the ACC tournament and then this week has just been really, really good. Some of that's because we have older guys that really, you know, believe in what we're doing. And we talked about that at the beginning of the year. I thought this team could be really good. And, you know, the way we played out here in San Diego was extremely high level. So super happy for our team, our fans, and looking forward to our next game.
All right, we'll take questions now for the student athletes.
Kyle Bonneger at ESPN. Gabe, you shot the ball really well tonight. Can you just kind of just talk us through what was working for you?
Just going out, playing with confidence. My teammates believe in me. I believe in myself. Just going out there, playing free-minded, just shooting the ball with confidence.
Any other questions for the student athletes over here?
Abraham Drew, Daily Aztec. What kind of a statement do you guys think you made tonight with this big win?
I think it's a real statement game. I think we show how hard we can compete defensively. So I think this is a real good game for us moving forward.
Yeah, just going out competing for 40 minutes. Felt like we didn't let up at all. I think in the first half we had 15 stops in a row, I think. So just going out, just sticking to the game plan and just competing defensively on every possession.
Todd Leonard, Union Tribune. Gabe, that second half of the first half, that 10 minutes, they're 0 for 18. How much do you attribute that to how much defense you guys played, how well you played, and how much was it, man, this team just couldn't knock them down?
I mean, a little of both. I feel like they got a couple good looks, and they weren't able to knock them down. But, I mean, we playing well defensively like that. The easy looks, they don't go in all the time. So I think our pressure and our defensive intensity really bottled them up offensively.
Kyle Bonneger, ESPN. When the walk-ons came in at the end, the crowd really showed them a lot of appreciation. What is that like to see your teammates get that kind of response from the fans?
It was good to see them get out there. You know, they never get to play, but they compete so hard in practice. So for them to just go out there on this big stage, just get our team excited.
Yeah, just they work just as hard as us. Sometimes they're there 30 minutes, 45 minutes before doing scout team stuff. So to go out there, I think it was a really big thing for them, and we're just as happy for them on the sidelines because they work just as hard as us all season.
For both you guys, what's it feel like to come through like both of you did tonight in essentially the biggest game of your lives? What was kind of the motivation, and what does it feel like now?
I think it's just our preparation. We prepare better than anybody in the country, I believe. So just preparing day after day, and just that gives us motivation and confidence playing each and every game.
Yeah, you work this hard all year to be in this position, and you want to show up on the biggest stages, and so far we've been able to do that. So just going out playing with confidence and believing in our team.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Good job. Keith, good job, man.
Now we'll continue with Coach Brownell.
Kyle Bonneger, ESPN. What kind of statement do you think this makes about Clemson basketball and kind of the direction of the program?
Yeah, I don't know about, a major statement or anything like that. I just think we have a good program. We have good players. We do things the right way. We have a first-class facility, and we have a great university. It's an unbelievable statement, I guess, if you will, to recruits and folks of that nature that maybe haven't examined us quite as well. But as much as anything, I'm just happy for our players. Our players, the amount of time that they put in, and certainly guys like Dante Grantham and Gabe DeVoe, two seniors that have been with me for so long. We've had to do some things. Obviously, we were out of our building for 20 months, and we had to make some sacrifices to help get to this point. But I guess in some ways it does show that you can achieve big things at Clemson.
Jared Davis, LA Sentinel. What do you, Coach? What do you believe holding your opponent to 25% does for your team going forward in the Kansas matchup?
Yeah, it's just playing well as much as anything. It's just having confidence from playing well these 2 days out here. We've competed in an incredible league all season long. It hardens you. You see all different kinds of coaching styles, different styles of play. And so to come through that and to make an NCAA tournament, you feel prepared. But then the last thing is really your guys gaining the confidence from playing out on the floor in one of these environments, the big stage, if you will, and playing well and giving them confidence in this kind of environment that they can make big plays, make shots, defend at a high level, and if you stick to a plan that you can be successful.
And then just your thoughts on Gabe's performance tonight?
Well, he was terrific. Got a little bit of a slow start, got a quick foul. Obviously, Gabe doesn't like it when I take him out, so he wasn't real happy with me early in the game when I took him out for a minute. But he was outstanding in the second half, especially the way he shot the ball. He's done that several times this year, though. That's something he can do. He is a big, strong guy with great range, a quick trigger, and because, of the way he plays, the confidence he plays with, it's a big part of our team. And certainly in today's game, in the second half, he just played at an unbelievably high level.
Hey, Brad. Sam Vicini from The Athletic. You guys went 6 years without making the NCAA tournament. Did you feel any sort of added pressure coming into this year that you felt like you really had to get it done this year?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, there was, some challenging times last spring. But I had a lot of confidence in our team. I really did. I just felt like our team was going to be really good this year. And I knew our talent level. I thought the experience that guys like Marquise and Elijah and Shelton got last year in our league was really good. And I knew that they would elevate their play. But then I also had a lot of faith in my seniors, Gabe and Dante. Those two guys just mean the world to me because of everything we've been through together. And they're both really humble young men that have kind of waited their turn in our program for a long time and have been good enough to probably do more at an earlier stage. And so I just knew that we were going to be good this year. And so I really was confident coming into the season and just thought if we could stay healthy that we would have a special year and have a year like this. Now, when Dante got hurt, that was challenging because we were playing great basketball. We had to make some adjustments, and it makes you do a few new things. But at the same time, our guys never really wavered. We just continued to do what we do, try to do it a little better. It gave Amir Sims more time. Gabe DeVoe stepped up his play. And so that's why I'm so proud of this group. But I did feel like this team was going to be good back in the fall.
Two for you. One, now you've got Todd Leonard, Union Tribune. Now you've got Self, Boeheim, and Krzyzewski in your regional, and Brownell.
So nobody's going to know who I am.
How's that sound?
I'm used
first
to
of
it.
all,
I coach in the ACC. I don't look down at the other end when we're coaching. That's not good for my mental health. So I just coach my team, worry about what's going on in our huddles. I don't worry about looking at Coach K and Bill Self and Jim Boeheim and Roy Williams and everybody else that coaches in the ACC. If you do that, that's not good for you.
The other thing is the second half of that first half. How much, Brad, do you think that was your team's defense? I mean, they took a lot of jumpers, and it wasn't a lot of threes.
Yeah, I think we had something to do with it. I do think, we're a pretty good defensive team. And our guys understand that if you don't defend like that for me, I even got upset with the guys that I put in there with about 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go when they gave up three scores in a row. But certainly there's part of Auburn just missing some shots. I mean, that's natural. The one thing I always tell our team, though, is if you don't give guys easy looks to build rhythm and it goes longer and longer into the game, I think sometimes you'll get an open shot and a guy won't make it because he has no rhythm. You haven't given him anything easy early. And I think some of that happened because I thought our guys were really ready. I mean, our team was unbelievably focused before the game. I asked my assistants, how do you feel about our guys? And they said, Coach, they're focused, like they're ready to play. And it was different than the New Mexico State game. The New Mexico State game, we were almost giddy with excitement. Our guys were like bouncing off the walls, couldn't wait to get to the game. And I don't know if it was just the time because it was so late in the day, but I was a little concerned just, because we were much quieter. But, our guys are mature, they're older, they're not afraid of the stage, they want to play. And again, playing in our league just helps put you in a good position to be ready for games like this.
Final question.
Brad, Jeff Eisenberg with Yahoo Sports. I wondered, you said that you felt a little bit of pressure last spring. Was there anything that you said to your administration, to try to persuade them to give you another year?
It wasn't like I had to go in and convince them to keep me. It's a partnership. To be successful at this level in college basketball, it takes a partnership. Your administrators, your basketball coach, your president, they all have to be committed, your board, to what you're trying to do. And I think through that time that we weren't in the tournament, there were a lot of people on our campus that recognized a lot of the positive things that were going on in our program, whether it was guys graduating, the fundraising that was going in that we had done to help create the facility, just our interaction as a basketball staff with our community and what we do in our community, what we do on our campus, how people on campus feel about us, the way we go about our job, the values that we instill in our players, and how we go about our business, created a lot of credibility. Now on the outside, there was a lot of noise. And there were some things that needed to be changed or that I needed to address, and my administrators and I met, and we had great conversation. And I knew I needed to win this year. I mean, that's okay. Like, this is high-level basketball. You need to win. But I do feel like throughout this time that I've been at Clemson, and I've had a couple athletic directors now and a couple presidents, that I've felt a partnership. And because of that, we've been able to have positive communication together, talk about things that need to get done. And because of that, we're at this point. If we weren't working together like that, it wouldn't have happened.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good luck.